Hi and welcome to How To with J and A. If you haven't already subscribed to see my recipe videos, Slimming World videos and some of the other things we're up to, please hit the subscribe button and you'll get notifications. So straight on to our Slimming World fruit salad. So as you know, Slimming World is a healthy eating or diet programme that runs in the UK and also across the world. I know there's groups, lots of various places. So today we're just going to look at fruit. I've got another video about fruit and it just tells you a bit about the benefits of fruit. So if you've not seen that, maybe you want to have a look at that at the end of this video. I'll put the link in as well so you can see it. So fruit is free on Slimming World and it's known as a speed food. So I've done a video on this. This is a melon and it's a melon I've never tasted before. It's called a Sugar Baby Matisse and I'll just show you the label. And I got this from Lidl's and it's really, really nice. So it's very unusual, very pretty outer skin. And it's just got the usual seeds inside. And I've already cut that open and this is the flesh. So I'm just going to start by chopping up my melon. So I've got two different size knives. So it's good to use a small knife just to do the paring of the fruit. So I'm just going to start to chop this up. And this is going to go into the bowl. Now I've got a really nice pretty glass bowl here because I'm going to show you what it looks like on the video. But I also wanted to say that in reality for regular people you probably want to keep it in something like this and then it'll stay in the fridge and you can just pop the lid off and just add some into your meals. So it's recommended that on Slimming World that you eat a third of your meal as a speed food. Speed foods are vegetables and fruits. You can eat it as a starter or a dessert for lunch or dinner. And you can also incorporate some of these foods into your meal as well if you want to. So as I say, this is really good. You can get really good packs of different sizes on Amazon. These ones are called Lock and Lock and they click down and they're really, really good just to keep in the fridge. So I'll just pop that out the way. So we're just going to keep going with our melon. Right. So melon's really good for you. It's a nice sweet fruit, so it's nice to add into your bowl. Now the next thing we're going to add in is very easy and that's blueberries. Blueberries are lovely, they're really nice and tasty. Slightly tart sometimes, but they're really nice and high in antioxidants, a lovely deep purple colour, so they're really good for you. So I'm not going to put all of these in, I'm just going to put a handful. The colour contrast you get with a blueberry is really nice, so we've got a nice white flesh of the melon and now we've got the nice blueberries. Now apples are really good. Say an apple a day keeps the doctor away and that is also true. They're good in fibre and they've got lots of vitamins and minerals. So the easiest way to cut your apple is just cut round the sides. You can also use an apple corer. I've never found the need for one. I just find it much easier just to slice down the outsides. And then you can also just eat the rest of that, but I'll not do that while I'm doing the video. It's really good to leave the skin on the apple as well because it does contain some nutrients and it definitely contains fibre and that's what you want when you're either healthy eating or on a diet. You want the fibre and that helps you to lose weight. So this is a jazz apple. There's lots and lots of different varieties of apple. I find this is a really good mix of sweet and tart. Some apples can be a little acidic, but I find that the jazz apples are really, really nice and they normally have this nice bloom of a sort of lovely pink colour as well. So you can see the bowl's filling up. You might be tempted to think, oh, I'll start off and I'll cut 3 or 4 apples and that'll make my fruit salad. What I find is by the time you chop one of everything, it actually builds up really quickly. It's a bit like vegetables when you're cooking a savoury dish. So I've got this passion fruit and this is really, really nice. I've got a separate video on passion fruit. Quite an unusual fruit. It's not very pretty but it tastes fantastic. So I've just cut this in half, and you can see it's absolutely beautiful. It's got a really bright pink, it's a purpley skin on it, and what you eat is you just eat the seeds inside. So I should have had a spoon, that might have been easier, but you can just scoop out the flesh and you don't eat the outside. All you eat is these lovely seeds that contain this outer layer. So you just want to scoop that in. As I say, easier done with a spoon. And again, the smell is incredible. It's a lovely, vibrant, fresh smell. Lovely and sweet. As I say, these can also become a little tart, but really, really nice. And then the last thing I'm going to add in is a lovely fresh orange. So I'll just show you the quickest way just to chop your orange. So I find this is probably the easiest. So what I'll do is I just chop it into 3 and then just cut them all in half. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, the sun's catching that, and it's absolutely beautiful. So just chop them, oh, I've got the juice everywhere. And then I just cut around each piece. Now you can see you don't get much left if you do that, and then I just slice them up and pop them in my bowl. And the good thing about doing it like this is you can also see if there's any pips, so I'm just going to pop that pip out. And just going to cut round each of these and just chop them in. If you do get any pith is the white part. It's this part here. So the outer part is called zest or rind, and the bit that's white is called the pith, and that is also part of the rind, but you don't want to include any of the white because the white is very bitter. It's not very nice to eat. Another top tip for eating or using oranges is that if you did want to use the zest for anything, then if you just zest your orange before you chop it up, then obviously that's going to be much easier, and you can use the zest. You can use it to flavour different dishes. So I did the orange last because they are very juicy, and you find that once you've done the orange, you're probably going to have to wash up your bowl. So I'm a bit sticky now, I'm just going to get a cloth. So I would also suggest that you can just squeeze the rest of your orange onto your fruit salad. So I'm just going to do that just now. I don't know if you can see the bowl just now, but you don't want to waste any of that. You can see there's actually quite a bit of juice comes out of just these end pieces, which you may not have thought. Okay, that'll do for just now. So we're just going to move this out of the way, and then I'm just going to show you a top tip. So I'll move this out of the way and back in a minute. So I've cleared my bench, and now I just want to show you this salad. So this is a salad as I've just popped it in, and I just want to let you know that if you do find some of your fruit a little tart, then you can use a sweetener. So this is a sweetener that you get in the UK, and this is called Silver Spoon granulated sweetener, and there's lots of other ones. There's Canderel, and there's also Equal in America, and these sweeteners are free on Slimming World as long as you don't have too much. So 1 teaspoon is free if you want to add that to your meal or your dessert or fruit, but if you do have up to or more than a teaspoon, if you have a tablespoon, then that becomes half of a Syn or 1 Syn depending on how much you have. So just to let you know that, but this is really nice. This one you can just turn, and there's an option to sprinkle, and then there's an option to pour, and I find that's a really handy thing just to have, and it really helps with portion control because you can just put a light sprinkle. So as I say, that is only if you really need it. I would advise that you just get used to eating fruit as it comes and don't add lots more sugar or sweetener. And if you did add sugar on its own, then it's 1 Syn per teaspoon. So you do have to be careful how much you add if it's just regular sugar. So this is my top tip. Now, I don't know where I got this from. I think it's my own tip. I started doing it when I was quite young with my mum when we used to have fruit salad. And this is a can of, this is Lidl's brand. It's just diet lemonade. So any diet lemonade, 7-Up, Sprite, or just regular supermarket own brand lemonade. And what happens is when you put this onto your fruit salad, what it's going to do is it's going to stop it from going brown. So if you don't add this, then you do have to add some lemon juice, or which can be quite tart, or some orange juice. So the lemonade contains it's citric acid that it contains, and that's what stops your fruit from going brown or bad. So, oh, it's got lovely fizz. So what I would normally do is just a little bit. You don't put very much, you don't want to drown it. But if you just add a little bit of lemonade and you just mix that round, that's going to keep your fruit fresh, but it also gives it a lovely taste. So it gives it a fantastic taste and it keeps it nice and fresh. So that's my fruit salad, and all free and speed foods on Slimming World. So as I say, you want, when you're eating all of your meals on Slimming World, you want to include speed foods as well as free foods. So don't get muddled up. Most of fruit and vegetables are free, but they're also speed, and not all fruits and vegetables are speed, so you just have to keep a wee eye on which ones are which. And if you head over to Slimming World website or their app, then you will get that information on exactly which fruits and vegetables contain which. So that's my fruit salad. Smells really good. I'm just going to leave that with you just now, and hope that you can enjoy the video. Hope that you can enjoy eating fruit as part of your healthy living, and also as part of Slimming World. So best wishes on your Slimming World journey. Please put your comments below. Let me know what you do with your fruit. Let me know how you make your fruit salad, what your favourite fruits are, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.